Welcome to Discovering a Wonderful World. Hey guys, this is Neil from Discovering a Wonderful World, and today we're going to talk about 10 things every RVer needs to get on the road. And you really do need these 10 items. We've been out on the road a few months now, and I can tell you, these items are essential. Let's get the dirty stuff out of the way first. This is the Flush King Reverse RV Flush Valve. Let me tell you something. We don't have a black tank flush, but even if we did, I'd still want one of these. Because the black tank flush works from the top and sprays down. This fills up from beneath and pushes the water in. So any way you can get that black tank cleared out, it's a positive. And this thing works great to do that. So I highly recommend spending the $40 and getting one of these Valterra Flush King valves. Hey, it's time for our second item. This is the Rhino sewer hose. Get a good one, and Rhino is the best. It's got a couple links of attachments. It's got a corner unit that's clear, so it's a clear valve so you can see what's coming out and make sure it's clean. I know it's gross, but still, it's necessary. You can also get an extra corner valve that's clear so you can see it from the top of the tank too, and I suggest you do that. But this sewer hose, the best out there, don't go cheap on this. You don't want that accident. In this bucket, I have our 0G 50-foot hose. And there's also a water filter in there. But this is about the 0G hose because that thing is immensely important. I would also suggest you have a little 10-foot hose in case you don't need to hook up the 50-foot hose. But this thing doesn't get all twisted up. You can keep it in a little bucket like this and you're good to go the next time you hit a spot. All right guys, here's number 4. It's not the drill. It's this little attachment on the end, this little driver, okay? And what that's for is your leveling jacks, because you don't want to be hand cranking these. It is not fun. It takes quite a while and it's just a hassle. Let's see if I got it going the right direction. Right up and right back down, just as quick as that. Great little attachment. I highly suggest it. It's going to be really important to you. By the way, check out that view. This is our little campsite and couldn't get a better one. Hey, you know what time it is? It's time to hit that like button and the subscribe. And in fact, even the notification bell so you can see when our next video comes out. Hey, we really appreciate your support. So if you enjoy our channel and you want to see more of it, that notification bell is the best way to know when our videos come out. Hey, thanks so much. Number 5, leveling blocks. These are by Camco. There's a couple companies who make them, but you definitely need these, especially if you're in a little bit of a rocky terrain or the ground's a little bit off angle, something like that. You definitely need some leveling blocks. Don't skimp and not get these. They're important. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'm gonna have one bonus, one 11th item that I think is pretty important, and you're gonna need it on the road. It doesn't cost much, but it's something that you're gonna wanna have. Number 6 is these little red blocks underneath the wheels. They're called Andersen levelers. And man, are they great. So easy to use. Get you right to where you want to be level. Just an excellent product. I highly suggest you get these. These next 2 items are super important, so do not go without these. Number 1, these are water pressure regulators. One has the meter, like this one. The other one does not. Either way, you need one of these. Super important, because you never know what water pressure is coming out from an RV park or any place where you might hook up to water. It may be too much for your rig. You may blow the lines. Make sure you have this item. Here's the second of the two really, really important items. Everybody needs these. This is number 8. It is Surge Guard. It's a surge protector for your RV, and super important because you never know exactly where you're going to be and what kind of power they're going to have, let alone all the other things that can cause a surge in your electrical system. And if that happens, that can cost you thousands of dollars. So even though this is costly, and I realize it is, it's a couple $100, make sure you have one of these. Number 9, dog bones and a longer extension cord. The dog bones hook you up from 30 to 15. And granted, we have a 30 amp RV, okay? So we can go from 50 to 30 or 30 to 15. If you got a 50 amp RV, you're gonna want the 50 to 15 and the 30 to 50. But this is our particular instance. Also, you might need an extra 25-foot extension cord rated for RV use. And so those things I highly recommend, because you never know what situation you're in and what hookup you may need. Number 10 is the Instapot. So valuable. I mean, it'll cook almost anything, and your meats come out super tender. You got soups, you got chilies, you got all sorts of different things. Steamed vegetables, make rice. It does everything. I love this thing. Okay, remember that bonus item I mentioned? Well, I'm actually going to give you 2 bonus items. Number 1, get a fuse kit. You do not want to be out on the road and have a fuse go out and not have a kit to go ahead and replace that fuse. That may be something vitally important. So make sure you have a good fuse kit. Guys, here's that second bonus item. Okay, I tried the LevelMate Pro. I have a long level that I can get out on the floor and use in order to get my RV level. However, the best thing I've found is these little bitty stick-on levelers. And I have 6 of them around the trailer. Now, when I'm pulling into a spot and I want to check level, I just go to these and make sure they're relatively close, and I'm good. Because let me tell you, having to run in and out of the RV in order to find out whether you're level or not, you may be doing that 10 times to get those little variances to make sure you're level. That ain't no fun. So I'm going to tell you that those little things are great. And the LevelMate Pro, well, here's the downside of that. I thought that would be great. I thought it was going to be so easy just to go on my phone and check it out. But the reality is that it gets off. And even if it works for a little bit, at some point, it's not going to work, and you're going to have to go back, and basically you have to have a completely level surface to calibrate it. How many people have a completely level surface they can go to easily? So what ends up happening, if you really want to get it calibrated, you have to go to a weigh scale at a gas station that they weigh semis, get yourself on that weigh scale, and then calibrate it there, because those things are completely level. But that's what you've got to do, and then it's going to be calibrated, and it's going to work for a little bit, and then it'll go out again. So these little levelers, they work fantastic. Hey, I highly suggest all these products, and there'll be links below so you can go pick them up on Amazon. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some helpful advice and you've learned a few things. If you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Discovering a Wonderful World. Take care and be blessed.